Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. Today I'm excited to bring to you this delicious meal called Zesty Orange Pork Chops. So just recently we shared with you a video for our orange marmalade. And today we're going to be using some of this delicious orange marmalade to make a marinating sauce that's going to go over these pork chops. Now you could use any cut of pork chops that you enjoy, and if that interests you, stick around and let's get started. So first off, I'm going to get ready to make our marinating sauce, because after we put it in the bowl and we get it all mixed together, then we got to boil it for a little while, and we'll talk about that as we do it. We're going to be using, now this is the orange marmalade. I've got a tongue twister here now, and just look how delicious this is. And that was our homemade orange marmalade we did, I'm thinking last week, but it could have been just recently, and
a week or so
ago. And now we're going to be using about a quarter of a cup of this in to make our marinating sauce. So put that directly into a bowl. We're going to be using half a cup of cold water, a tablespoonful of soy sauce, and I'll get the rest of that now in a second, and a tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce. We're also going to be putting in there half a cup of fresh orange juice and its pulp and some zest of the orange. We got a quarter of a cup of fresh lemon juice and as well some of that pulp. I got some seeds there as well, but I'll keep them there. 2 tablespoonfuls of brown sugar. 2 tablespoonfuls of mustard. I'm just using a yellow mustard here today, but you could use whatever type of mustard you enjoy. Now we're going to be using 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to press it into the bowl. I'll put that down into that now in a second. So I'm using 1 or 2, and if you like garlic you could use more, of course. We're going to be using about a teaspoonful of fresh ginger. You could use ground ginger as well, but my ginger here today was frozen because I'm not buying as much as I did in the summertime. So you just freeze it like that. You can cut some of the skin back and just put it on your grater, and as you can see, just grate off, eyeballing about a teaspoonful, not a tablespoonful, of fresh or ground ginger. So take all that ginger off and just put into the bowl. So now all we got to do is whisk that around. So after you've whisked all the ingredients together, keep your whisk because you're going to be using it in the dipper. You're just going to pour it all into there. We're going to cook this and just till it starts to boil, and then I'll tell you what to do next. So basically all you're going to do, you're just going to whisk this marinating sauce around until you see it starting to bubble, and then remove it from the heat and just put it into probably a mason jar or a bowl to come to room temperature, because we can't use it over our meat until that happens. I got my grill on there getting hot because we're going to be doing our pork chops inside today, not outside on the grill. So that's all you need to do there. So after your marinating sauce is boiled, put it in, I'm just putting it in a measuring cup, but put it in whatever you want out of the dipper, because you want for it to come to room temperature before we put it on our pork chops. I'm going to talk about that now. So what I mean about making sure it comes to room temperature, we don't want to cook our pork chops before we start frying them or grilling them. This is perfect for grilling outside, any occasion. We love grilling in the winter if it's not too stormy, you know, we can turn our barbecue on. But today we're going to do it on our inside grill, so that, you know, this, like you said, this is a type of meal you can do both ways. I got 2 pork chops there. This marinating sauce is good for anywhere from 2 to 6 pork chops, so you decide what it is you want to use. I like a little bit of marbling on our pork chops, but you can have the lean as well. So what I'm going to do now, I got some here already put in marinating sauce. I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to put this to the side. So what I did last night is make a batch of that marinating sauce, and the longer, of course, it's sitting in it, of course, we all know it makes for delicious taste on any sort of meat or chicken or whatever you want to use. So I got that into a plastic bag. You can use a marinating bowl, but I always find the bags a little more convenient because you can just take it out and twist it around, and it's not taking up a whole bunch of room in your freezer or your fridge. Sorry about that. I'm going to put this pork chop here onto a grate, because I want some of this marinating sauce to run off it before we start to grill it. Oh my goody Raymond, I can see your pork chop right there, isn't it?
I think it looks like it's ready to...
it looks like it's ready for you to have already, isn't it?
Yeah, I can picture that with some dollar fries here.
So that's all you need to do there. Put it onto a grate, let some of that marinating juice run off it, and now we're going to talk a little bit about that. Now, we're not going to toss the marinating sauce, because you're going to cook that as well. Not with the grilled pork chops, because you don't want for it to be soggy. You like to be able to grill nice. We're going to use this, I'm going to get it cooking in the frying pan next to it, because I'm going to fry up some onions. I got a large onion here, cut up in not wedges, in little circles, and I'm going to get that frying on my frying pan. When it caramelizes a little bit, then I'll toss in some of that juice, and we got that to pour over our pork chop and whatever side you're going to use. Today we're going to have some mashed potatoes and steamed vegetables. So let's take this over to our grill and get it going. So I got my grill on the stove top, and I'm just trying to get him nice and hot there before I put my pork chops on there. But remember, have the marinating sauce to room temperature. Put it in with your pork chops, put it in your fridge, and let it go anywhere from 8 hours to overnight, just to give it a nice marinating. I'm going to put a little bit of oil over my grill, and I don't want it to be slobbered in oil, just enough to just get the grill marks oiled there a bit. And then I'm going to put those delicious pork chops down there. Now that's the sound we like there, isn't it? Yeah.
Tasty already.
So when you put your pork chops down onto your grill and you hear that delicious sizzle, of course that always gets us all excited. Make sure you don't touch it no more for at least 8 to 10 minutes. We keep it on one side for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we flip it to the other side for 8 to 10 minutes to make sure that the pork is cooked all the way through, or at least to its pink stage. We're going to, over on this side, put our onions on and get them frying, because, well, I want for it all to be ready pretty much the one time. So I want to get the caramelization on these onions and let them fry and feel the love as well. And just put a little bit of pepper, no salt at this point, because we got all of the seasoning, all of that nice marinating going on in the pork chops. We don't need a lot in the onions. So that's it. Delicious. So now, as you can see, this is about almost at the 10-minute mark for these pork chops, and the blood is coming up through, but you're going to see that it's going to be just absolutely grilled nice on that side, and the same on this side. So do the same there, 8 to 10 minutes, and then your grill, unless your pork chops is bigger than those, it should be done, or they're all done. Delicious.
Delicious.
So I'm just about at the 10-minute mark on my pork chops. I'm going to put just a little sprinkle of sea salt over these onions. As you can see, they're nice and caramelized. And I'll be adding some of that delicious juice over there now in a moment. But as for our pork chops, you can see they're just about done. There's a little bit of red popped off through. So what you can do there is flip them just to clear that. And then what we're going to do is take them off, put them into a plate, let it rest, cover it with some foil wrap, and I'm going to deglaze this pan. Now, if you feel that you need any longer than 8 to 10 minutes on your pork chops, depending on the size of the pork chop, you just leave it there for a few more minutes, either on your indoor grill or your outdoor grill. And then after you take them off, cover them with foil wrap. Now let's deglaze that pan. Putting in here about a quarter cup of wine, because I'm going to be using that marinating sauce in there as well. And then I'm going to pour out some of that marinating sauce just to get all of that delicious meat off of the pan, and a little small bit in with my onions. Not a lot, because I want to keep those onions not I'd say boiling in the juice, just a coating. And now I'm just going to get all of those bits off of my pan. Now if you're using your outdoor grill, no worries, you can just do it all into this pan here, deglazing it after. You can either do it with wine or just your marinating sauce. There you go. Now I'm going to pour that into a bowl. So I'm going to be pouring this delicious sauce now. What was marinating sauce now is our sauce, hot sauce for our pork chop, grilled pork chops. Zesty Orange grilled pork chops. That's all you need to do there. That was a busy few minutes just trying to get all that done over there on that little. I like doing this on the outside, and you got everything spread out. But we got it grilled. We got these delicious pork chops, zesty orange pork chops. So pretty much now I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate mine today. First we're going to put those caramelized onions down. That's, I guess, finished off in that marinating sauce. We're going to put a delicious pork chop on the top there. I'm serving ours here today with some freshly steamed vegetables and a nice scoop of mashed potato. So now, on top of that, you're going to drizzle some of that sauce over that. Okay. Now Raymond's mouth is watering.
Well, you just answered my question, because I was wondering, could I put the sauce over the potato?
Well, you'll be drinking it, for sure. And this is it. Just look, as good as it gets. I can't wait for you folks to make this today. And I'm going to cut it to show you what it looks like. So now I'm just going to cut off a nice taste here. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. Of course, there's a little pink, perfectly cooked, lots of sauce. Oh my gosh, Raymond.
I know.
I'm just going to have a taste of this now. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's such a word as drooling on this side. But
I know you are. I just feel there's no easy way to do this, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Drop the fork, delicious.
okay.
So tasty. I cannot wait for you folks to make this delicious meal. Again, use the pork chop that you like to have. Cheers, 2 thumbs up, So good. Of course, I got Raymond drooling over there, and you know he's waiting to get into that pork chop meal. So I'm not going to stay on this video much longer, but I want to tell you this recipe is going to be available in under this video here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because we'll have recipes like this, meals like this, that you are going to love. And as well, you can visit us on our website. Print the recipe there on www.bonitaskitchen.com. You can also visit us on our Facebook page or send us a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. If you've got a question about this video or any other of our videos to date, remember that this delicious orange marmalade that we made, well, I'm thinking it was last week or in the past little while, you are going to love it. You make this, you can have it with this meal, or of course your toast, your English muffins. So thank you once again for joining us today. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, stay safe and you have a wonderful day. From our kitchen to yours. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea.
Okay, 6 thumbs up.
Culinary,
Get that.
always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. To yours.